Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sparkpoint. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So we are on the daily chart. This is TradingView. This is Sparkpoint. Taking a look at the RSI, Bitcoin has started its correction right now, I believe. And I have been warning people in the Telegram chat and in the Discord server. So make sure to check out both of those links in the description to the Telegram and the Discord. And I don't want to say that I have a crystal ball or anything. It's just that we were painting some bearish patterns on the daily chart. And it does seem like we are going through a mini Wyckoff distribution on the daily chart right now. So keep that in mind. And right now on the daily RSI, you can see that we have this trend line as a resistance, okay? And we have this lower trend line as support. And you can see that this trend line was tested as resistance before, and now we're testing it as support. And once you see the RSI on the daily come back down and do something like this and bounce off this level, this could be a very nice entry point. And this could co-align with a move towards the bottom of not the bottom, but towards this upward trend line of this symmetrical triangle. So I did think that this is a bear pennant, okay, and it potentially still is, but we have invalidated it, okay. So what we can do obviously right now is come back into this pattern and carry out that correction and carry out the drop off to whatever price we're going to get. But realistically, what could happen is if we come back to this pattern, we just bounce off this support line over here that we have, this large support line, okay? So that's something that I'm expecting, and that could co-align with a drop off below this support line on the trend line, okay? On the RSI. So just keep an eye, just put some limit orders when you see this RSI being tested, this support level, okay? The same way, if we bounce up and start going up, once you see a bounce or a rejection off this level, this is where potentially you may want to sell, because as you can see, every time we do hit this area, we get rejected, okay? So it doesn't mean that the third time we hit it, we're going to get rejected as well, but just playing it off probability, you can get rejected and you may just enter lower over here, okay? So we're sort of creating a descending triangle over here on the RSI, which is usually a bearish pattern, but since we are in a bull market, we can actually break out on the RSI, okay? So that's when I think this is going to happen towards the end of the year, all right, where we have that overextension. So this is just, probabilities, and I'm just giving you some nice entry points. And I did give you nice entry points over here. Let me just give you those levels back once again. So I'm just gonna give that over there. So that's sitting, I'm just gonna make this rectangle a bit lower since we went lower. So I did give you a buying zone of around about 0.00389, okay? And the upper support line is 0.00461, okay? So these are the levels that you want to be buying a Sparkpoint. Obviously, if we do dip lower and come back in and test this lower support line, just put more bits into Sparkpoint at these levels, okay? I'm not saying that we're going to bounce off this level and go up, or we're going to bounce off this level and go up. No, I'm giving you probabilities, okay? So this is one level you want to keep an eye on. This is the second, and this ascending support line is the third one, okay? Failing all these three, you're looking at the very bottom over here, the zero level on the Fibonacci retracement that is sitting at 0.00231. But honestly, I don't think we're going to get there, because each time we come down, we bounce off this support line over here, okay? So that's what potentially can end up happening. So on the weekly chart, we are below the 20 EMA, so this is a bearish sign, okay? We're getting suppressed by the weekly 20 EMA, and I don't like this. We keep hitting our head on it, so potentially if we do end up having a move towards the upside, you can look for selling points at the 20 EMA, which is currently sitting at 0.0066, okay? So the EMAs are constantly moving. Since we are below the 20 EMA, we're dragging it to the downside, okay? So that's why the resistance with the EMA is going to be going down as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, on the daily chart, we do have this support line as well. So keep an eye on the support line, draw this out. This is just a bit different from the symmetrical one that we have. But yeah, do draw this out. We may end up bouncing, coming back down and bouncing off the 0.236 as well as bouncing off this trend line at the same time. So keep that in mind. The RSI, I showed you the RSI on the daily as well previously, but right now the stochastic RSI is pretty much in the floor. We just started our move, but with the Bitcoin correction, we may end up going back down, resetting the stock RSI, basically, coming down to the floor and, then having that move towards the upside that we're all anticipating. Sparkpoint has a back and burn September 30th. They do that each quarter. So that's something that keeps the circulating supply or the supply of the coins down. Okay, that's bringing and shrinking the supply down is always going to affect the price greatly in the long term. We were going for the bullish cross on the MACD, but as you can see with the correction, what we may end up doing is having a rejection, having that squeeze, and we're not going to get the bullish cross. The bullish cross basically would be a confirmation of the uptrend. Okay, look at this bullish cross over here. We have a bullish cross. Look at the appreciation we get. Okay, so you have to keep an eye on these things. You get a bullish cross over here, you get the nice appreciation in price. So it's a lagging indicator, yes, but it does give you confirmation. Okay, do apologize about that. Okay, so now I did also give you this resistance line. Okay, so this is sitting at 0. This is pretty much the golden ratio over here. So this is why we got rejected. We're failing to get through the golden ratio over here, sitting at 0.00618 to 0.00600. Okay, I told you that you can sell some of your tokens at this area and buy back in lower, and you could have bought back in at the 0.5, at the 0.382, or even at the 236 on the Fibonacci retracement. So yeah, draw out this fib. This fib is really easy to draw out from this bottom over here, as you can see, from this swing low at August 2nd to the swing high August 12th, and you do get your Fibonacci levels. Okay, after breaking this high over here, after breaking this high, you do have another target sitting at 1.272. That is sitting at 0.00916. So this 1.272 Fibonacci level is our target after we break this high. Okay, we need to break this high. Otherwise, as you can see, we're making higher lows each time. Okay, so this is starting to turn into a downtrend very soon, especially if we lose this trend line over here on the daily chart. So keep that in mind. Draw out this Fibonacci retracement. As I always say, once you get through the 0.618, you solidify above it. You have new candles opened above the 0.618, then you backtest it as support, then you're clear to take out your previous local high. Okay, so keep all those things in mind. I try to teach you as best as I can, guys. The golden ratio, very important. Below that, 0.5, the second most important fib level. So once we get through these resistance levels, you're pretty much good. As you can see, it's a low cap gem. That's why we have these strong wicks to the upside. So you potentially can set these orders at the 0.618, the 0.786, because one day you can just wake up and you just see a massive candle towards the upside, and then a straight, move to the floor, basically. So it's just how you can, swing trade. But yeah, overall, you have your support levels, you have your resistance levels over here above us, 0.00603, 0.00547, and obviously the swing high at 0.00786. That's pretty much it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.